us as a black community, we have to stop being afraid to fail. Like, we just have to put ourselves out there sometimes and not be scared to take an L.
When you want it, feel like I want to. I want that. Because it's like, I remember my dream and my plan and my goal going on that show is,
fam, don't trust this nigga Sheldon.
Yeah. The one thing I can't stand about Toronto is that culture. Like, if I don't know you, I don't know you.
I don't fuck with you.
I see mans come and hail my brethren
and not even
keep it pushing. In Montreal, that would never happen.
get out them in the community. How much bodies you got, fam?
Let's talk about it.
The Big Brother community?
I'll go first. We'll start out my season first.
Yeah, man, alive, fam. You're a legend, dog. You put on for the black community, my nigga. Like, you know, every time I watch these shows, obviously I'm voting for the black vegan, but I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna do it. I don't know if they're gonna do it. Some kind of nigga tree's gonna
always
fuck it
some
up.
shit. Wait, I forgot.
Like,
Yo,
you
were on the season right after Jamar, right?
Okay. Yeah. Jamar laid down the blueprint for you, alive. Did you watch that season?
Yeah, I said that. It's so funny. I was auditioning. They're like, oh, like, who's somebody look up to? I'm like, yo, Jamar. Jamar said, dog,
Check that out.
Yeah, they said
you gotta watch earlier seasons too. I was like, damn.
Wait.
That was the one.
Cause fam, I was telling Jamar, I'm like, yo, does this nigga ever get mad, dog? Cause you seem like you're just a happy nigga, dog. Like you're always smiling.
Back in the day, when I took anger management in grade 3.
Oh, word.
They got that out of me. So,
Okay.
I wasn't on no angry thing after that.
Yeah,
you did the soundtrack?
Yeah, you probably still have it there hidden somewhere if you push the right buttons, but.
To get me, like there's a moment where I was losing, because you know what gets me mad, naggy. So like words, if you say I want 2 words to me disrespect me, I don't react to that.
Yeah.
But when someone's just like, army, that's what gets me mad.
I feel you.
There was an episode where Beth, she was getting on me, then I gave her like a 1-2 jab.
Yeah.
Have fun in jury, bet like it was, that came out. Like,
yo, that came out at the end when you were kicking niggas out. That's when this nigga started turning into
they started disrespecting me. They started treating me like a dumb nigga. They're like, yo, how about you just go on the block and we'll figure it out.
What?
What's new?
It
literally just opened though. That's crazy.
Word, like, I like how you were moving though, cause I always thought if I was on a show like that, that's how I'd move. I would always be smiling. I wouldn't try to let a nigga like try. It's different when you're there, but you know,
they just couldn't read me. I think that was their problem too. Like, this guy always looks happy. He look stressed.
It throws people off.
Why is he not stressed?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yes, sir, skis.
How's my sound? Am I good?
Yeah, you good.
Yo. This nigga took my title, dog.
That's how he's coming in.
Starting out hot. We're eating into the game.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a special episode today. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got the Manum here, the usual. You know what I'm saying? OJ Malik.
Yes, sir.
Well, we have a special guest.
The man.
This guy, he's the first black winner in North American history. Big Brother.
Yes, sir. Give it up for that,
you know what I'm saying? 100 bands, you know, put on for the people, then put on for the culture, you feel me?
Don't be counting my money out loud.
It's out there, you feel me? But wait, hold on. Season 9, right after, you know, my legendary season. We both made history. We did.
Facts.
First ever black winner, you know. First ever, you know. Bod Montaigne, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the podcast. Appreciate you for coming on. How you feeling, dog?
Bro, I'm feeling lit. Appreciate you having me here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is
Great.
big. You know, this is a Black Brother podcast.
Straight like that, fam.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, hold up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before the cameras are on,
Oh my God.
before we started recording,
Let's talk
this
about
brother
it.
just looked me in my eye and said, I wanted to have won my season.
Aye.
Mandem, you guys are watching.
Come on, bro.
I had it figured out all the time.
I swear to God. You were taking that shit home, bro. Let's be real about it.
I don't know, fam, because yo, listen, gang. Jam, first of all, let me get this out of the way. You're my favorite nigga on the show.
Yeah.
You were doing your thing, you were entertaining.
Yeah.
But my nigga, you let the Sheldon nigga, like, fam, I was yelling at my TV, like, fam, don't trust this nigga Sheldon.
Yeah.
Don't trust. But I feel you, fam. I feel like it's because you guys were both black. You're like,
Only other
I
brother
want to
here.
trust this nigga. Like, yo, I feel like you probably would have figured it out as the show went on.
Everything was figured out when they kicked me out.
Oh, you knew about Sheldon these times.
Fam, as soon as it's like everything clicked when they moved me out. So
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like I feel like Sheldon and Ming Lee would have been your downfall because you're always trying to protect Ming Lee and you're trying to have the alliance with Sheldon, and he would have just snaked you every time.
She's not gonna like that, yeah.
Huh?
She's not gonna like that you said
Nah,
that.
but like at the end of the day, you were because like even when you guys were having the house meeting, you were cheesed that Ming Lee was on the block.
Of course.
Exactly.
I don't
But
think Min Lee would have did you bad like that though. You and Min Lee were, she was fanning him.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't. I didn't trust her fully. But here's the thing. I want to know why you didn't think I was gonna win.
Oh,
There's a variety of reasons.
That much reason?
There's a variety.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, one thing. Okay, I'll start with because I know you now and I know your personality. I know you're a loyal person.
I was 23.
Yes, but I understand your loyalty, and I think loyalty would have been your downfall in that game. You would have started trusting people who you shouldn't trust because I know you're a guy that it'd be hard for you to snake somebody in the game.
Yeah.
Secondly, from the way I saw you playing the game, you're playing a loud game, Bregin. There's certain things that like you just. There's certain things even when I went in the game, I'm like, there's certain things I'm not doing. I'm not having a gal out loud.
Yeah.
No,
We were kind of low key though.
no, brother. I see you trying to kiss you, being like, everybody on the camera. I was like, Bregin.
Everybody in the house do.
They do.
Yeah,
Like what I was doing in the late nights. Like you get to see the green. When it's nighttime, you see the green vision. That's where I was doing what I was doing. But you were doing your stuff in the daytime, fam. Like, this guy is-
Daytime, wilding and styling.
Daytime.
out the gate, dog. I wasn't gonna like you, fam.
And then-
Sorry.
I said it, and then when any man had an issue with you, you were straight stepping to them. So I said you can't.
Big man.
You can eat that at home. You can eat that package at home. You go to the show. It's hi, how are you? How's everyone? You're at the office. When you're on Big Brother, you're at the office.
Facts.
But 24/7. You wake up, you're at the office.
Nah, Jam was on it, bro.
You're honest,
You're on the court, dog. You're at the office.
All right, so let me reply to that real quick.
That's hilarious.
When I first was going in, I was thinking that. I was like, yo, let me be a little bit, kind of digestible for the white folks. 'Cause I knew I was going in a house full of white mans.
Yeah.
This guy had season had 5 black people.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's season.
There's 5 black people on your
Yes.
season?
Yep.
So they learned
word.
from my season and like the BLM movement where every company
Okay,
was like fist up
yeah.
type shit.
That makes
So
sense.
it's like my season was like it was me, Sheldon, and Angie, 3 of us. So it's just like I looked at the first brother, but this nigga had 5 motherfucking black people. When I seen that, I was like, yo, dog, they're definitely trying to set the season up for something, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Did you guys have like a black alliance? Like were all the black people kind of together?
That was my
really, no.
that initially was my vision,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it never played out that way. But I was always close to someone black.
yeah, Latoya.
And you see what I'm saying? Like at one point it was Latoya, and at one point it was
Latoya was the police officer.
yeah.
Okay, I
So one
You watch, dog.
So one point
I
it was
watched some of
her.
it.
One point it was Spicy V. At one point it was Jedson. At one point it was Braden. All the black people I was tight with at one point.
At one point.
But we tried to work together. But the thing we realized about black people is we all expected we didn't come from the same. It wasn't like a bunch of Toronto black people.
Different
places.
You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
True.
It was a bunch of black people from all over. And the thing we forget is black people not all the same.
Facts.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like some are country. Some don't listen to dancehall. Some don't. And a lot of them, when you're mixed too, it's like it adds another layer of complexity into your blackness. So not everybody vibe.
We were talking about that last week, fam.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, for example, like Latoya and Spicy V didn't vibe. Spicy V comes from Hamilton. She's loud. She's party. She's drinking. She's Latoya's not on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like their chemistry never vibed. So for us to have a black alliance, it was too many personalities.
So you yourself, like you felt like you got along with like all the other black people on the show?
I got along with everybody on the show. I think that's the key about being on the show is that you got to figure out a way to find common ground with people. Because the show's a numbers game. Like, if you could get along with everybody, there's a better chance you're gonna be successful. If you say I'm gonna only mess with these people, bun everybody else, you better hope all your brethren keep winning. You can still win.
That's what I'd be on.
But you know what I'm saying? But you can still win, but your chances come down because when the other side wins, then who they gonna come for? One of us. And then if you're the loudest person in the room, they're coming for you.
Facts.
So it's like,
You gotta point at me like that.
Cause fam, fam. All season, we were quoting Jamar. All season,
they were
all those
still-
muscles for what? That should have been a T-shirt, you know.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? All those muscles for what?
Yo, it was just COVID times. It's just like, man, really couldn't get anything.
I swear,
going. Like,
fam,
everything was
yeah.
shut down. It's just like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, your
And you just-
season got sus for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because you never knew if COVID was gonna get worse or better. Because that was like literally right at the start.
Yeah. So they were on right after. So it's just, they didn't even change you guys' house. It was like the same house as mine. Just throw a couple of branches here and there. It's like,
Overgrown.
exactly. It's like, that's why I couldn't even watch your season more time because I'm like, yo, I'm bitter. And it's like, It's literally it was literally the same house. They just threw a couple of branches to make it seem like time has passed. It was apocalypse, the world was ending, and it just run down type shit. So I was like, yo, I can't even watch it. But I kept up on Twitter. I'm supporting you, dog. So, you
gotta support them.
You know, when you want it, felt like I want to. I won't lie, because it's like I remember my dream and my plan and my goal going on that show is just like, yo, like I want to make history. So then I just looked at it as like it just wasn't meant for me, but I'm happy it happened with someone that's like genuine and like that deserved to win. You played a good game too, so you know I definitely felt like I won. Even like ball game tie, even when he won, I was like, yo, felt like I won too, because like, you know,
it's kind of like full circle too, because you were saying that he kind of inspired you.
100%. And that was one thing I had to show them is like, or show him even when he reached out to me after I won. I was like, yo, brother, you paved the way. And like there's not without what happened to him, there isn't 5 black people on that side. Like, let's be real. Like that was one of those things where it's like we realized when you have more diversity in something, there's a better chance everybody's represented. And they realized because there wasn't enough diversity, they made him look crazy at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like it almost looked like he was the crazy one, and it wasn't even that. It was just that he was misunderstood. And why was he misunderstood? Because there wasn't enough people that understood him and feel like they could relate to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now you had a situation where there was more people that were relatable. It was easier for me to be in there. I felt more comfortable when there's bare mans that could cut my hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's just a different
what?
Butts. You getting haircuts. Latoya's cutting my hair. Jetson's cutting my hair.
No other person could have cut my hair.
Nigga said someone has to take
like what, they brought in their equipment or something, dog?
No, you bring your equipment, but like, you know,
saying you were just in there nappy, dog. No hair.
There's no one in there that could cut hair, fam.
Wait, they pulled up the scissors, dog.
Yeah, they're like,
They said 1 second, Jammers, I got you.
Jams, sit down, Jams. Let me see what I can do, Jams. How do you do this, Jams? Oh my god.
Man, then pulled out the Phillips blade on you.
I'm gonna just take a little off the left. Don't worry, James.
If a nigga ever says he's giving me a haircut and pulls up with scissors, my nigga,
just get up.
Yeah.
Yo, fam, I'll give you a jug. I went to First Choice Haircutters once.
That was the brand that was sponsored. Big Brother.
First Choice Haircutters?
Niggas got they're not even regular scissors, fam. They're like plastic scissors.
I went to school in Sudbury. The man, I pulled out, I said, yo, can you brush my hair before you start? I pulled out the brush. You know what the barber said? What's that?
I would have to get up on that seat. I
had to see it through, my boy.
What was it good? Looking like? Was it fire?
Fam, you know those fades where it's not a fade? It was a
fade? Oh my god.
It wasn't a fade.
The nigga just cut their hair.
It was an up down.
Nah.
What?
That's crazy.
Fam, it was one level, then the next level.
I feel like
with a little bit of. It was crazy.
I have a story for my dad. Laziest nigga. Yo, this guy brought me to a barbershop right in a plaza up like above wherever he does it, like, you know, his business thing, right? It's called Freddy's. We go in that bitch. Freddy looks like he should have been in like the cast of like The Godfather or something. So I'm like, yo, what's this guy expected to do right now? I sit down in the chair before the man. He's like, so how would you like your edge up? Right there, that's a red flag. If he doesn't say line up, he calls it an edge up. I was confused. I was like 8 years old and confused. I was like, Freddie, what do you mean? What do you mean edge up?
That should have been a red flag.
It's not a line, it's an edge to that.
That's
crazy.
That's hilarious.
Homie gave me the worst haircut. This guy was just snipping with the scissors on the back.
I don't know how you guys just sitting there. You still pay? You guys still paid the man after?
Yo, my pops brought me there. I was like, I trust you, nigga.
Man handed me the debit machine in my hand. What was I supposed to do? Just get up and leave?
I don't know, man.
So what's that shot? Like what? Like how was life after, you know what I'm saying, the show after you won and thing, fam?
Yo, wait, he was also on Amazing Race too.
No way.
Yeah, that was with me and my dad.
Right?
That was crazy.
That's my show.
What place you guys come in?
I want to say like 6th, maybe.
Okay.
But there's no like places. Like it was just
You win or you
you
don't.
win or you don't. One of those ones. So that's what it felt like. But life after the Big Brother, complicated, as I put it. You know what I mean? Like
Hear it.
people, it's weird. Like people thought, you know, you win and your whole thing's figured out.
You're a millionaire or something.
Yeah, like you're first of all. That's the other thing. Like people are hitting me up being like, yo, let me borrow you can't let me hold 2 racks for no. Mans are hitting me up like, yo, where you don't be posting where you're at, we see you. And I'm like,
That's
the type of DMs I was getting, it was just like they varied from craziness. Like people asking for stuff, people hitting me up being like, yo, fam, you remember me, dog? What are you saying? We should go out sometime. So you're hearing those ones, then you hear the girls, like people said, I'm getting nudes. I'm getting all type of foolishness.
Well,
It's like,
how are we gonna deal with that?
but it's overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever got bare emails and you're just like, what is this? Like, that's what it felt like. It was just,
I know those ones.
it was just overwhelming. I couldn't even. It was just a very overwhelming moment. Like I was grateful, but I was like, okay, so what's next?
Yeah, after a while it was too much.
Yeah, like, no one's giving me the blueprint, and it's like literally there's only so many gal you could talk to. Like I just can't imagine like if 500 girls are hitting you up, you can't talk to all 500.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sometimes, brother, if you're just there's a way.
There's only 24 hours in a day. Like how many people can you send in a group chat the good morning to? You can't get to 500.
I said 500.
I just give it a number. But you know what? Life, as difficult as it was, and like how stressful it was, and just a sense like the what's next. You're like, oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
At the same time, it opened my eyes to there's just more to life than just getting up and going to work. You know that? And that's what I was doing before. I was just getting up and going to work. After Big Brother, I'm like, oh, like there's influencers out here. There's actors out here. There's a whole TV media world which I didn't even know about. Like once you go on the show, they make you a brand. If you don't even realize it, like everybody they put on the show, they brand you because they're advertising you. They're putting you on their show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they create. I'm not saying they create you, but they show you to the world. And you could take that and run with it. Because the world today is about branding. Like you take your image and you could do whatever you want with it. You could sell products with it. You can make your own business with it. You could start a charity. You could do whatever you want.
If you utilize the platform properly, for sure. Like,
exactly. And that was what I was trying to figure out is like, how do I take this and use it properly?
Content is key, though.
Right? But life
right now.
What'd you do with it?
What?
Like, what'd you do with like that? Did you end up doing anything? Like,
so the first thing I started, you know what? I signed to an agency. So I asked everybody from Big Brother that came off, like, what are you guys saying?
Right.
You know, and so I hit up Ika, I hit up Jamar, I hit up Dougie, I hit up Erica, I hit up
Shit.
but the one that really hit me was Erica. Like when I spoke to her, she was from season 6, and she was like, yo, I'm an influencer. And I'm like, well, what do you do? She's like, create content.
Yeah.
I get paid. I'm like, what do you mean get paid? Like, do you have another job? She goes, no.
That's it.
She's like, I have an agency. Let me know if you want to sign with agency. Like, I'll try to set up a meeting, see what happens. So a meeting, signed with agency, became an influencer.
Yes,
but I didn't know what to do. I wasn't on social media. I didn't even post on social media like that. So I'm like,
you were on it like that.
I wasn't on it like that. I used to post once every 3 months on the beach, shirt off, send a couple DMs.
Just a regular,
I wasn't on IG like that. But then I'm like, okay, I'm an influencer. Now I got to do something. But my big thing was I have to stand for something more. And that's where I started speaking on mental health. Because I realized, like, after I came out the house, I wasn't as happy as you would have thought from the outside looking in. And I'm like, no, I got to speak on this because I'm doing bad with 100 bands in my bank account. What are people going through who don't have $1 in their bank account? You know what I'm saying? Trying to make ends meet. People who are just stuck in life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I have to speak on this. And I have to do it for me. I have to do it for the culture. And I got to be about something bigger than just posting shirt off pics on the beach. You see what I'm saying? Like, I had to, fam. That was really what it was. So it was like
real shit.
When I came off, my shit was like crazy, like bad headlines. Also, pandemic, couldn't leave my crib. You know what I'm saying? Like when I came out, when I started talking to Ika, like a couple months, I was like, that's when I started like vibing with Ika, and she was like trying to get me to do YouTube and all that. So I could relate. Like when you come off, it's like a pressure. It's like everyone's like, yo, what are you doing next?
What's the next?
Like everyone, like especially like. Because you're Jamaican too, right? Like I'm Jamaican. A lot of my Jamaican family members are like, yo, dog, you're a star. It's always like, when's the next show? When's next this? You know what I'm saying? So, there's pressure, dog. When you win, and I can't imagine because you won this shit. So people know you got a bag. You know, you won a whole show first ever making history. It's just like, bro, like what's next? And there's no like you said, no blueprint. You know what I'm saying? You just got to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And this is how I'm figuring out. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, where it come from. That one hits. Like imagine you're standing in front of a crowd and the whole crowd saying, yo, say something, dog. That's what it felt like. What am I supposed to?
All eyes are on you.
Everybody just standing there. Like imagine you're in front of a crowd of, I don't know, 10,000 people and they're just like, yo, say something. What would you say? I don't know. That's what it felt like after. It's just like, I don't know what to say. You know, you hear the cricket sound from them shows back in the day, like you're just there, like.
You know what, fam? I've been thinking about like I want to do stand up, and my biggest fear is, yo, what if I'm up there and it's just like, I don't know.
I have a YouTube video to send you. I went on. I did stand up.
No way.
Randomly, I said my dad's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
So
Funny as hell. That is funny as hell.
yeah, so
Bring him to a show.
I went to amateur night. I said, my dad said, we're gonna do this we did it just for the YouTube, just for fun.
Yeah.
And he said, you know what? You sit down with me and my friends, tell us some jokes that you thought of, and we'll help you write it. Go on amateur night and do it. We're gonna send you to the comedy club, and we'll send you to a bar. So you're gonna do both in the same night. So I went to the comedy club. Did my thing. I had the audience laughing. I couldn't even believe. I'm not a funny stand-up guy like that. I can tell one, two joke, but it's not like.
Tell us the joke. Tell us the joke.
No.
You gotta get something in the bag.
From the stand-up.
Yeah.
Say one of them.
If you remember.
If I remember, I said one of them. Say, you ever have that friend that just won't go home?
That's me.
He won't go home. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you yawn. He's like, you're like, I'm tired. He's like, I'm tired too. You're like, I got work in the morning. He's like, me too. And he won't leave. So then he said, okay, the bottle's done. He pulls out the next bottle. So like, eventually you just gotta be like, get the fuck out. And the crowd actually divided that one because that one is relatable. Because everybody has that brethren. I have a brethren nice. That nigga won't go home. Brethren like, it'll be 3 a.m. The man's bumping a next music video, a next
them niggas on the P4.
Controlling every track, dog.
It's also the delivery, though. You had a good delivery. I feel like stand-up is a lot of it. It is
delivery.
The punchline.
Your voice.
Yeah.
And then
the timing too.
Exactly. The way my dad taught me too is like at the start you want to give them a joke that was really personal. So I started out with a joke about how people can't say my name. And it was just like, I need a good T nickname. I'm like, there's Mr. T, but that's whack. And then I can't remember how the joke went. I can't remember what the punchline was, but it was like you have to intro like get to know you. Yeah. And then you could just go into your stuff, and then at the end it's something about you again. But it's like there's a science to it. But fam,
that's tough, bro.
come through.
Yo, Levi, you gotta get that network.
Levi,
honestly, just do it. Once you get up there, because you could do it. From what I know, I just met you. But from seeing what I've seen, you could do it.
Yeah. Bro, I'd love to sit down with you and Pops. And
100%.
His dad is. I went to one of his shows. He was hilarious.
And you know what all of you guys would be good at? The skit shit. The sketch shit. 100%.
We're gonna do it. We've been talking
about it.
Like, you guys are like, come on. Like, even me and Jamar did a 1-2 and people loved it.
Yeah.
And we only did a 1-2. Like, it makes me think like,
we need to do more.
We need to do more. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, back in high school, dog, me and Malik used to watch Key and Peele religiously. Obviously, there's the Chappelle Show too, but my nigga, to the point where we would be in class like quoting the Key and Peele bars, making all those kind of skits like that. We've been saying we should do this.
100% you should. Just because there's so many situations that are like they're relatable. Because even me and my dad did a 1-2 skits, and they're really based off of real life. Like him and I told a joke where it's like one of my girls comes home and she looks at him, she's like, Cedric? And it's like, that's funny because he's a young dad. That could really happen. So it's it's using those truth moments and turning them into skits.
Facts. I was talking to Caesar about it too. Like, if I were to take a stand-up, I'd obviously have to have Cat Williams because that's like the GOAT to me. But I like how Kevin Hart, his laugh at my pain, how he would take stories from his life and he would turn that shit to me into like, because all of us, fam, we all have stories. Sometimes it's like, nigga, is our life a movie?
No, that's how that nigga blew up too, Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
laugh at my pain. I swear that was the one that like blew him up.
He had a couple though, fam. Now he's a little bit watered down.
He's super.
I haven't liked his last like 3 stand-ups.
Yeah,
no, but his old shit is.
It's the come up shit that really stands out.
Hungry.
Too rich now,
100%. But the one thing I'll say is like us as a black community, we have to stop being afraid to fail. Like we just have to put ourselves out there sometimes and not be scared to take an L. Like understand that you're gonna take more L's than W's, and that's okay because the W's in the end will be bigger than the L's.
You feel me?
It really like let's be real. Like honestly, like
Big Montana.
fam, like go out there and put out the shit, bro. Some shit is just not. People are not gonna fuck with it.
That's how we felt about this podcast. Like, bro, we were talking about it for like damn near a year. And we're like, bro, like we gotta get it done. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna try it. If we fail, we fail. But at least we could say we did it.
100%. Because even I was talking to my brethren, I'm like, yo, we're joking. You guys know Dale.
Dale Elliott. That nigga's hilarious.
I was telling my brethren, I'm like, yo, that guy's hilarious. He goes, yo, fam, I remember him from. He goes, I'm proud of him still. I remember him from Yard. I'm like, hold on. He was making content in Yard?
That's crazy.
He pulled up a YouTube video with Chinese bumps.
Yeah.
The content was so garbage.
Yeah. Word.
Garbage. But he kept going. Look at him now. Now the delivery's on point. Everything's on point, but he had to go through
that. Yeah.
Get to where he's at now.
Once you figure it out, it's like, muscle memory. He found what stuck. and he just stayed on that path, stayed consistent, and just, he did it.
And you can't compare yourself to others because some people figure it out faster than you. And that's okay.
Facts.
That's okay. Some people will they'll do a 1-2 and it'll bust.
Yeah, word.
It will.
Word.
Sometimes it'll take you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you gotta learn from the shit that's not working. Okay, this is not working. Let's switch it up. It's not working.
Yo, you ever thought about being a motivational speaker?
Oh, yeah, shit.
I do a little bit still. I'm not even a front.
I remember you were telling me you wanted to do a bit of that too.
Actually, what were you doing before, like, Big Brother?
I was a city planner.
City planner.
Yeah.
Were you talking to people a lot in that job?
Not really. So like city planners kind of like, yo, you guys so say they want to build this whole, you see how this whole area is built? They want to build this community. I would be the one that would be like, yes, no, how it needs to look, what needs to be in it, where's the pool going to be, where's the fire station going to be, where's the, like, that's the kind of stuff we would do. So we build cities. I only did that because I grew up in the hood and I just wanted to build a better, how can we build better communities? But I realized, like, when I sit in the office, I'm like, this isn't me, dog. I was like, I need to be doing something else. And then the Big Brother thing just kind of happened. And now open doors.
Yeah, you didn't try out too, right?
What, for Big Brother? Nah.
What do you mean you didn't try out?
No, like you didn't audition.
You didn't send a video of yourself?
Not really.
So how did you get chosen?
Sometimes they recruit, dog. They do recruiting. Sometimes.
Yeah, so sometimes they
need to find a pimp like Levi. Far.
So, yo, Big Brother, right?
Yeah.
The gal them in the community. How much bodies you got, fam?
Let's talk about it.
The Big Brother community?
I'll go first. We'll start with my season first. Nah. I'm playing.
This nigga has lost all morality in this motherfucker. Nigga started choking. All right, so there's Ashley. Yo.
You know we don't say names on this podcast.
I got a question.
Take a shot.
I got a question for you, buddy.
Started sweating.
Perspiring.
Yo, so you were just kind of talking about like the advice you would give, but I wanted to know, like, you seem like, you got a good head on your shoulders. You kind of got your shit figured out. What advice would you have to a young nigga coming up? Like, let's say I'm 19, 20. What advice would you say, to a young boy?
I would say there's a lot of things I would say. But first I would say is, like, again, like what I was saying to you guys, don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah.
Your success is on the other side of your fear. You know what I'm saying? And I say, like, don't let the trauma from us growing up beat us up. Like, growing up as black men or black people, I don't know if you're speaking about a young boy, but as black people in general, we grew up hearing that, we're not good enough, we're in trouble all the time, police are looking for us, watching us. It's always like, it's kind of built in, we can't ask questions to our parents or our family. It's built in that we have to be like, almost self-conscious about ourselves. So when we go out into the real world now, we don't want to look dumb. We're trying to look crazy. We don't want to look like we're begging for anything. You can't be like that. Sometimes you have to beg to get what you want. You gotta reach out to people who are going to tell you no. You know what I mean? So I'll say for that, it's like, don't be afraid to hear no. Secondly, actually take time to figure out what it is that you want
to do.
Try different things. Like, if it's not, you know what I'm saying, you say stand up, try it. Try it, don't like it, doesn't work out, maybe it's not for you. But from doing stand up, you can find out maybe it's acting. And you end up on an acting thing. You just never know. So it's like, when you have an idea of something you think you might like, actually try a thing. Don't assume what it would be like if you tried it.
Do it.
Just do it.
You
know what I'm saying? And that for me, like, I haven't figured out exactly what I want to do. But I'm just doing things. Like, on the show, I was modeling. I was applying to be a TV host. I was acting. I'm doing the influencer thing. I'm doing speaking. You know what I'm saying? I'm reffing pro basketball. Like, I'm doing everything. The only reason I'm doing it is, like, to see, like,
trying to find what it is that
actually clicks till it clicks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, don't hold yourself. Don't be afraid to look dumb.
Yeah.
Too much in our community is like, we judge somebody. The people who are judging you are never the ones who are doing anything.
Come on.
Sitting at the crib.
Like, which man, people who do stuff don't judge you.
I heard even have time to look at, like, I'm too focused on my shit to even take in what you're doing over there.
Busy, I got shit going on.
You
always realize the people that are doing something or doing whatever, they're always the type of people that are like, yo, I want you to get on some shit. Like, they always want to see the community uplifted. The only people that want to see, like,
black people down below are the people that are doing
That are down below.
and not trying to do shit else.
So
they're like,
true.
why the fuck do you feel like you can have a dream, a goal, and aspiration, but I'm here and I'm not doing shit?
Bro.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, you know what's crazy? Those same people who are judging you, now when you start getting some motion and they're starting to see some success, those are the same people who are gonna be on your body.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
That's my guy.
They never believed it from the jump.
Come on.
From the start, when things weren't busting, your content was garbage.
Yeah.
Content's garbage.
Yeah.
When it gets good. Hey, that's my
We go way back, fam. But my thing is, fam, you can even tell me my content is garbage, but give me some constructive criticism to do better. Don't just give me the negative, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Give me something.
Fam. You're seeing me because I see who's watching my story. You're seeing me drop my story every 2-3 days. You're watching it. I see you watching it. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to tell me you're my brethren and you can't drop a like, you can't drop a follow or a comment,
You feel me?
I see you niggas.
You feel me?
I want to add to that.
Watch when I do my stand up. I'm flaming y'all niggas. You heard?
I want to add to that because
Come on, let's talk about it.
I've been a nigga like, yo, I don't really post myself on Instagram or anything like that.
Yeah.
And there's been bare niggas over the past couple of years. Yo, I see you drop music. I see you drop whatever and ever. And I post it on my story to support you. And I watch them stories. And I just say, yo, it's all good. It's all good. Just know it's noted.
It's not
simple.
It's not all good.
It's noted.
Word.
I feel like that, you know. I'm not an elevator, bro. I can't take everyone to the top, dog.
The line.
Don't try to get on when you see a movie.
Come on.
When you see me dumping Ace of Spades on the Rolex, don't try to be involved.
And what the OG used to say, it don't cost you no paper. It don't cost you no paper to drop a like and or a comment.
You got a post the other day. What do you say? It doesn't cost much. It doesn't cost anything to show love.
It doesn't cost anything to show love.
And
I had a brethren even say to me like, yo, if I don't like your stuff, I'm just not gonna like it. And I was like, are you my brethren? So like it in public.
My nigga.
Holler at me
on the nose.
On the nose.
My nigga.
Remember what I said to you? Or I replied to that post. I was like, sorry, what was the thing again? Yeah, love don't cost whatever. I was like, yeah, it don't cost much. Love doesn't cost, like showing love doesn't cost much, and motherfuckers still can't afford that. It doesn't cost nothing though. It doesn't cost much, and they still can't afford it. It doesn't cost anything at all. It costs $0, and people still can't afford that.
But that's a reflection of themselves.
Yeah.
Society we live in, bro. They don't love themselves. When you're good, you're happy when other people are doing good.
Yeah, exactly.
You're hating.
But my nigga, here's my thing. There's sometimes in life I'm not doing good, fam. Like I won't be doing good and I'll see my nigga doing good. But you know what? It's in the back of my head. It's like I always know, no matter how down in life I am, that I'm gonna reach some kind of greatness. So I'm proud to see you do your thing, fam. Even if I'm at my lowest, I know I'm gonna be good.
Because you know your time's coming. You know
I know my time's coming. I know I'm gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see you good too, fam. You know what I'm saying? I want to see us all successful, bro. That's something with the black community too, fam.
That too.
Where it's like, yo, fuck.
Yo, I look at it like this. I'm already up. I'm already successful. I'm already rich. Time just hasn't caught up yet.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, that's a bar.
I like that.
That's actually a bar.
I like that. That's really what it is, man.
That's manifesting though. You gotta claim it. Like
you gotta already have it.
I'm already words.
Everything that you have is in front of you.
Yeah.
Everything you have, everything you need, you already have.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just haven't tapped in yet, and your time will come. Nothing that's meant for you will miss you.
Don't feel like, oh, you see a next man, you know, he's doing good. That's his time. You know what I'm saying? His time came and he's still going. Doesn't mean like yours is not gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different paths. Everyone's different lanes. It's just like everyone has a different time. Like everything's set right now. Literally everything's set. That's why I said time hasn't caught up yet. Everything's set. So just like you just gotta wait, dog. When your time comes, that's when you just attack it on it.
And I feel like sometimes God is like, yo, dog, you say you really want this? Let's see, dog. Let's see it. Let's see if I don't give you no motion for 2 years. Let's see if you're still gonna be on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
But let's not pretend those downtimes don't happen. And like even for me, I'll say like those downtimes happen where it was hard because I'm not gonna lie, like social media is hard because you know what everybody's showing highlight reel.
That's it.
And it's like even consciously you'd be like, yo, I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. But eventually, it could get to your subconscious where you're like,
100.
Hey, what am I saying? You know what I mean? Like, it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, inevitably, it can happen. So mix that with your people not supporting you. You're like, shit.
I ain't shit.
I ain't shit. And I've had those moments where I'm sitting there like, I ain't shit.
I got something for you. Since you're like, as an influencer, right?
Yeah.
You do a lot of posts, like, so you feel that sometimes when you post like skits or like pictures or even like ads or whatever, like you really feel that when you see like people just watch your story or it doesn't get as much support or just like in general as being like an influencer, like you really feel that because you post a lot, like when people don't support, right?
100%. You feel everything and you see everything, right? And it actually, you start to take it personal. Like I was talking to my therapist. I go to therapy. And the one thing she was saying is,
episode on that.
We had an episode on that.
Watch that.
Watch that. I'm gonna watch that. And she was saying to me is like, you need to stop measuring your value based on your social media. And I was like, you need to detach your anything personal from your post. I would post something, if it doesn't do well, I would take it personal.
Yo, this picture sucks.
And I'm not living up to my potential, because realistically as an influencer, you should probably be posting 7 days a week. Realistically, I'm posting 2, 3, because I have so much content, but some of it I'm just like, I don't know if everybody's gonna mess with this. But I didn't even try.
Come on.
There's one post I put out there the other day. It was like when your birthday's in the winter. And I made it in the winter when it was my birthday. And I watched it, I'm like, and then I posted it, everybody was dying. Everybody was hilarious. And I'm like, I didn't post this for months because I just kept watching it, overthinking it. And you don't realize, like, sometimes you rewatch your content, the more you watch it, the more you hate it. You start thinking to yourself, I could change this, I could change that. It's not but it's like sometimes you gotta put out that imperfect thing and stop striving for perfection.
And don't block your blessings. Sometimes you could block your own blessings, guys.
And that's what I realized I was doing to myself. I was taking everything so personal. Are they not gonna like it? But at the end of the day, I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
That's all that matters.
You know what I'm saying? I like it.
Straight up.
That's me, fam. I post. You know me. I post whatever, dog. If I think
That's what I read about you.
That is what I read about you.
You post whatever, my nigga.
That nigga don't care, bro. He's posting
Jamar does not give a fuck.
He's posting that shit.
Don't get me wrong, though. I'm not getting. That's why I'm not getting brand new.
You know what though? It's not even that. The thing with that
Nigga ain't getting no sponsorships.
you know what I'll say? The one thing about that life is when you are branding yourself, you have to decide what you are and what you're not. And once you draw that line in the sand, just stick to what you are. So it's like if I speak on politics, I speak on dating, I speak on places to go, whatever you are.
It's like a niche.
Yes, it doesn't have to be one niche, because it's like if you niche yourself, I don't want to say it's a bad thing. Niche can lead to growth. You get to 100K fast if you're like, I do this, one thing. But when you try to do a next thing, it's not gonna bust.
What would you say to this? Because this is something I kind of struggle with, is that I have a lot of different passions. I want to do a lot of different things. And sometimes it's like, it's hard for me to focus on one specific thing. And it's not like I'm venturing out. These are natural things. Like I play the piano. That's something that itches me. I want to become the master of it. I want to become the sickest. But then at the other end of it, sometimes I want to start rapping and drop this, like, you know what I mean? I want to be the sickest at that. Do you think it would be better to get the niche and find one specific thing I'm locked into? Or maybe...
Are we talking content-wise? Or are you talking in your personal life?
I'm talking about life.
In life, I say specialize in one thing and then extend to other things. I think of anybody, whether it's a rapper, a basketball player, a doctor, a lawyer, they become good at one thing. Even a company, they get good at one thing and they expand into others. Amazon got good at delivering you packages. Now we're watching movies on the thing.
Literally.
You see what I'm saying? It's like you get good at one thing and you expand yourself into other areas that you're interested in.
You feel me?
But I'll say focus on one. When it comes to content, you have the choice. You focus on one thing, make that your niche and grow off that and build something off that. Or you could try to speak to different audiences on each post. You know what I'm saying? It's really up to you. But I say in your personal life, you can't have more than 3 priorities. If you have more than 3, you don't have any. That's what I would say. Like if you're trying to be like, I'm playing piano, I'm trying to rap, I'm trying to do stand up, but I'm also trying to do the work thing.
You feel me?
I'm trying to go back to school. And it's like, yo, nah, like come on, like it's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Like pick a top 3, specialize in one.
Okay.
And it's not even tough. Why you think it's tough is because you never actually thought about it. You just been living life. You know what I'm saying? Like, do we ever sit down and just think? Fam, when we're sitting down in silence, we're on our phone.
Yeah.
That's true.
Straight.
Or we're calling somebody, or we're bumping a track.
That's true.
You ever sit down and just
be with your own thoughts for a minute.
Got an OG here, dog.
write it down and say, yo, what would be the pros and cons of this? Do we ever do that? Now we just think about it, but we don't do it.
That's real shit, bro.
It's like you have to do it.
Man's already have downtime. Like if you're just sitting at the crib, you're really like you're on your phone, you're watching TV, you're listening to music. You just don't ever like just think. And if you do that, like bro, imagine the shit you could come up with.
You know that bad? I couldn't even be alone with my own thoughts at one point.
Yeah,
and it felt the silence felt loud.
It's loud. Yeah,
I'm there in silence, being like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? I'm like, I couldn't even think.
Fam, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, one thing I started doing recently is like journaling heavy. Yeah. It's like writing out my thoughts, and bro, that shit like it changes a lot.
Because that energy has to go somewhere.
Yeah,
it can't just be in your. Because when it's in your brain spewing, you're just living life. There's no plan, there's no vision, there's no direction. You're just like
no execution.
But here's what it is, fam. It's like, okay, I've made plans for each of these things, and I love all of these things so much. It's like, how do I, you know what I mean? Like, I love the piano, I love rap, I love this shit, the podcasting. I love a lot of things, fam. And I'd say I can do a lot of things, but it's like, how can I I don't know, fam.
Think about it like this.
I gotta sit down and
like the man said, top 3. You know what I'm saying?
Top 3, okay. Order, prioritize. Prioritize.
Think about it like your fam.
Because I also go through phases of, okay, for 6 months, I'll say, yo, I'm rapping heavy, and I'll write the most raps. Yeah. And then another 6 months, I'm on the piano and I'm practicing. Like, you know what I mean? But it's not like a structured thing where everything's
make it a structure. So I took when I was a city planner, I took project management. What they taught you is have a goal, and then have a timeline to that goal. And then figure out how do you measure that you hit that goal? So it's like, am I gonna write 10 tracks by this time? And then say, okay, when you get there, then you've achieved that. Then move on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? But actually sit down, write down like what you want to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? If you're focused on multiple things. But especially when I think about focusing on multiple things, I think about it even like friendships and family. You have a bunch of brethrens in your life. You have a bunch of family in your life. Do you see everybody equally?
No.
Prioritize some people over others.
That's true.
And it's the same thing with anything else in your life.
That's true. But yo, fam, let's change topics a little bit. So you grew up where? In Quebec?
I born in Montreal.
Yeah.
Grew up in Toronto.
Okay.
And then spent my summers Montreal, Toronto.
Okay.
Back
you know what I'm saying? Yo,
so what's the contrast between that? Like, you lived in 2 cities. Which one?
Getting deep out here, boy. Come on.
Which city do I like better between Toronto and Montreal?
Montreal and Toronto.
I'll be honest, like Toronto is where everything's going.
Talk about it.
Everything's going. What I'll say about Montreal is about c'est la vie. Ménage à toi. No, I'm feeling Montreal's about living life. The one thing I'll say about people in Toronto sometimes, it's like we're on that I want to live life in Montreal.
Every man's hard body out here.
Montreal was living.
I don't know about that, dog. Yo, people in Montreal are mean as fuck.
They hate us.
Sometimes the French people, but you have to try to integrate with their team. You can't go there on an English team.
Fam, we went there like bonjour, da da da. Bro, they were just screw face walking right past the random dog.
SBLS.
There's no liquor in them. You know what I'm saying? When the liquor comes,
that might
change. I'll never forget. I had a pool party at my crib. And I brought some things, reviving this and that. Yeah, the thing was whining on the janitor at the building. The janitor, some old French guy, they're whining. I was like, what? I was like, yo, just c'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
Like, très bien.
People are just about having a good time. People hail you. People, like, the one thing I can't stand about Toronto is that culture. Like, if I don't know you, I don't know you.
I don't fuck with you.
I see mans come in and hail my brethren.
And now
and leave it pushing right there. What? In Montreal, that would never happen. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
In Montreal, that would never happen. Montreal, I'd be like, hi, I'm Tychon. Tychon.
Yeah.
What's up? You know what I'm saying? Here? Yo, you're saying family. Don't know. What is that? This better be a clip, because, yo, I don't understand.
You got you gay?
Screwface capital, bro.
Screwface capital for real,
like,
dog.
that's the one thing I'll say about Montreal. Like, yeah, they don't have the rafters. Yeah, all the concerts don't go there. Yeah, but it's like when you go out and like turn up there,
it's love.
It's lit.
It's love. Yeah. It's love.
We had some fun out there.
Yeah, we had a good time out there.
You know what I'm saying? That's why people go down to the party, because it's love. You come here to party, it's like you'll be in the club, no one's dancing.
No one's dancing.
Nobody, fam.
No one's dancing.
That's a weird thing.
It's a fashion show, literally. It's a flex off. It's a flex off. That's basically
who's wearing the most designer?
Yeah.
Fam, I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the best dancer, but I be dancing.
Come on,
I be dancing, though.
Same. Track comes on. How are you not gonna dance?
You know what I'm saying? But like,
you know, same man's are in there, dog. Looking for y'all. Dancing, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the best rhythm. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
I just come to have. I'm just about a good time. No matter who I'm with. No matter who I'm with. Let's have a good time.
Let's have a vibe.
I'm a bunch of one of my white guys. We go to some country. Good time.
Facts.
It's a dance hall party. Good time.
Good time.
Wherever I'm going. Good time. Have a good
Nah,
time.
but your vibes though, like that's why you know last year at Marble that was lit.
Yeah,
Good
that was
time.
it.
I just want a good time.
Every function.
That's the vibe you were giving me on Big Brother,
This
though.
guy
Like,
pulled up and got it lit for real.
I'm happy I'm here. We have a good time. Word.
Yeah, everybody drink because some people just gotta drink to loosen up.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
But
there's that
yo,
head dog in them.
All right, let's get
All
to
I
the
drink is
let's get
hand,
to the
hand,
real
hand,
question,
no
though,
matter
bro.
what.
Yo, let's get to the real question, fam. So you lived in Montreal.
Yeah.
You lived in Toronto.
Yelled them.
Which city has a better like
Oh, come
women
on,
choice?
bro.
You'd say
1 + 1. A circle is a circle.
You know what?
Toronto.
I love the open mindedness
Okay, what does that mean?
Of Toronto?
of the Montreal show.
Or Montreal. So
The open mindedness.
They're just open minded. They're down
Okay.
for. It's more fun. It's not as possessive.
Yeah. Is that something from Denny's? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not as possessive. It's not like you're mine only.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to
It's
no
not like
next
that
door.
over there.
It's more okay.
It's a more open-minded French, European. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like, yo,
Je ne sais quoi. Okay.
like, let's all just have fun.
Exactly.
Toronto is more like, yo,
Not the shorties are talking.
so what
about.
are we?
That's what they're talking.
I know.
I boosted stuff. Some Toronto shorty be having that Toronto accent though.
Shorty said, what are you saying today?
No, fam.
I need a relationship.
What do you mean you're not trying to deal with me?
Yo, when we talking about this the last episode though, like those girls who talk like mandem,
You're not gonna get that in Montreal.
So you're saying Montreal has like it's more open minded.
Yeah, no girl saying,
I would hope not.
Yeah.
I would drive my ass back 5 hours. Yo, fuck this. I'm going back to Toronto.
Weird.
that's not what it was.
But yo,
You guys have alcohol at the convenience stores and shit.
Yo, and there is an 18 right there. Like
It's 18. Yeah,
18.
That's where we went there for years when we were 18.
Yeah.
When Montreal been lit, dog.
Montreal's lit.
What?
Go there, dog.
In terms of shorties, in the sense of like
Physically.
baddie, Toronto.
Come on.
This guy
You know what
knows.
makes Toronto special? Like Toronto has literally everybody and everything,
Yep.
and then every mix. Like I met a girl the other day. She was Somalian and Japanese.
Damn.
How'd that look?
How did that? She was
Bad.
Light skin,
How the hell that way?
she was brown skin,
I've never heard of that.
but like had that skinny like that. You know the Somalian like they're slim,
Yeah.
but,
Slim
like,
ones.
but they have the
She has
big
some
body.
But they have the dumb bar.
I get to the game.
But then she had like the Japanese kind of face. That was different. I met a girl that are Japanese and Colombian.
Got the number, fam?
Yeah, but like that's back in the day though. Hold on.
Oh, that is okay.
Long time ago.
Yep. Long time ago.
Twas a while ago.
Yeah, you know what? Like Toronto has those mixes that you just never like. You know, I met this girl Polish and Guyanese the other day.
Gee.
Got a guy in, huh?
You know what
Either.
I'm saying?
Hey, bye.
You know what I mean? Like, the girls that we have here are just like different type of beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, anybody. I've traveled all over the world. Toronto has the best.
Bro,
Yeah,
I say the
YouTube-
same
yeah,
shit.
YouTube
I say the
travel.
same shit.
Yeah.
It's not even close, fam.
More than the States?
Fam, more than the States.
Because I feel like the States has
Better black women.
Yeah.
Really?
No, I don't want to say
Like,
better.
bro, I need to go to Atlanta. dog. I need to go to Atlanta.
Okay, so
bro.
better in the sense that like I like the way more of them, and I like the way American black women carry themselves.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
But what they're lacking is the Caribbean.
Have you been to Atlanta?
No, I haven't.
Bro, I need to go to Atlanta.
I need to go to
bro.
Atlanta.
Where'd you go in the States?
New York, Miami,
Oh, the New York shorties.
LA.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen them places, but like the way they carry themselves and take care of themselves, it's like there's just so many black people. It's like it's almost like if you're black, you're gonna end up with someone black because they're available.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Here, it's not like that as much, but I would say is the Caribbean culture here.
Yes.
they're missing that. Like I like a girl that knows dancehall, that knows reggae, that knows, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not getting that from American girls for the most part, unless they're maybe from New York or Miami.
Yeah.
You're not really.
They're not tapped in with it like
They're
that.
not tapped in with that culture, and that's the thing about Toronto culture. The Toronto culture in general is just special because we all know the same music. Like I went to play golf the other day. Dancehall's playing.
No way.
By Rebel.
Where is that?
No way.
By Rebel, the driving range. You never been over there?
Yeah, I've been there.
The golf team.
That place is lit though.
There's beach volleyball there. There's driving range. It's fun.
There's
liquor
No, but dancehall was just.
They have a speakers and driving. It's not like actual golf.
It's like Top Golf type shit.
Yeah, it's like driving.
Not like Top Golf. Top Golf is A1 shit. This is just you hit the ball.
Okay. It's a little range. Yeah. That's dope.
But they have liquor there. Like it's a vibe.
Yeah, it is.
We're over there.
Yeah, but the culture of Toronto and the Toronto women is unmatched.
Yeah.
But if we're talking like for black women looks,
come on,
in the
they're better.
OJ,
I need to go there.
We went to Jamaica, fam.
Yeah.
And we met those New York.
New Jersey, yeah. The shorties from Jersey, though.
Oh, you like the Jersey? I'm talking about the New York shorties.
Oh, yeah,
the one from Atlanta.
Yep. Atlanta, New York.
And I like how they apply pressure on you.
Pressure,
yeah. They're not
American
shy.
girls.
I'm not gonna lie.
They're not shy.
I'm kind of scared of
Talk to us. Come on.
Black women from America.
What happened?
Davon. Oh, Davon.
Yo, easy. X on the beach. That's all I have to say. X on the beach.
That girl's Jezebel, though.
Yo, black women in America, they do me dirty, dog. I don't have a good experience with them. You feel me? But anyways.
So
Tychon, bro, what's next, fam?
Yeah.
What's next?
What you got next?
You guys are applying pressure. That's the question that scares me the most. But you know what? What is next? Next is me just getting better. I just want to get better as an influencer, as a speaker,
what about acting,
as a person. You know what? Like I've been on the fence about that one. It's so funny because I did a 1-2 acting gigs and I'm just like, I don't know if this is for me. And you know what? I didn't think it was for me because it doesn't come natural to me to act.
Okay.
Like I'm more of an in the moment type of person. Like even on Big Brother, like I was so good like interacting with people.
Yes.
But when they had that one-on-one interview with the camera, they're like, yo, loosen up. Pretend you're talking to a friend. And I'm like,
I got this.
So there's a lot of people doing things. And I couldn't just be loose and just be like, yo, like I'm talking to the man. So, but you know what? For some people it comes natural.
Yeah.
For some people it takes practice. And I think for me it's just I just gotta practice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like I like the idea of being just multifaceted. Like you do a lot of different things. And for me it's like I just want to build out the influencer thing. I want to build out the motivational speaking.
So the influencer thing is like your biggest thing right now?
Right now it worries me a bit because just the fact that like social media is not guaranteed, right? My account deletes tomorrow when I'm out of work.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I want to build something out on the side. I really want to do something in the mental health space. And not just mental health in the sense like I know everybody when I talk mental health, everyone's like, whoa, no, I don't have any issues. It's not even about like yeah, I know when I talk to you about it, but it's not saying
I look at myself in the mirror.
I look myself in the mirror, tell myself I'm a real nigga and I'm good.
I'm like, all right,
in the mirror, tell myself I'm that nigga, bro.
I'm not nigga, bro.
But the way you said it, yo dog. Yo, that inspired me, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're no family.
When he said it, me and him had to sit down. He said the same thing. But one thing I will say to that is that you are that nigga.
Come on.
You are.
Let's talk about
Well, hey, hold on. Let me finish.
Let him finish.
Let me finish.
that Hennessy is kicking in.
You don't have to be that corporate nigga that pretends. You don't have to be. There's a lane out there for you.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is there's obviously something there's a barrier from you achieving your potential.
Yeah.
And I want to help people break through those barriers. Because we come from a place where we don't always go after what we want. And it takes us so long because we're either scared of what people will think, we don't know how to do it, we don't know where to go, we don't know who to ask. And I feel like for me, there's something I could do about that. Because I realized that myself. And it's like, even if you guys say on the motivational thing, it's like, how can I help people reach their potential? You know what I'm saying? It's like I see so much potential in you. I'm not saying you're not doing enough right now because you're exactly where you're supposed to be. But I think like you're not a regular nigga.
Not at all, gang.
Like not even close. You know what I mean? Like what you're doing is special. So it's like the things that you're doing right now, I think you could do so much more.
Yeah.
And I want you to do so much more, and I'm here to support you, do whatever you want. But it's like these are the things I want to see mans do. I don't know what it is for you. You gotta take that time to figure it out. But it's like when you figure it out, it's like holy shit.
So like, what's your like idea behind like getting something like that started? Given that you're saying that you want to like help young men and shit like that. Do you have a plan behind it yet?
I'm figuring that out. So I think there's like obviously gonna be like a mentorship component to it.
That's what. Yeah, that's
you
what
know
I was
what I mean.
thinking.
Where it's like a black network mentorship, where it's like You could reach out to other people who are doing something similar. You could actually, because there's so much value be able to sit in a room with somebody who did it already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can sit in a room with 50 Cent and he just breaks down the game to you. Like how would that open your eyes?
Yeah, it's like the conversation between the Jay-Z thing. Would you rather get 500 bands or have dinner with Jay-Z?
Taking the money. Yeah.
Yo, I'm sorry, give me the 500 bands.
But just imagine Jay-Z's.
You have gems for me, but the 500 bands, fam, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
I'm taking a dinner.
Look at my nigga, but I'm taking a 500 for real.
It's hard to say because imagine what that dinner could do for you.
That's what I'm saying,
Now you and Jay-Z are bredging.
Yeah.
Come on.
Now Jay-Z's bringing you to things that he's at. Then you're meeting his next brethren. Then they're like, yo, we can link you with. Then you're hanging around them regularly. Because it's like really like your circle is really what helps elevate you.
It's true.
Right? That if we're being real.
You are who you hang out with, bro.
Like kind of get rid of any friends who were kind of holding you down back in the days at all?
Yeah, especially after coming off of like TV, doing influencing, like
coming off of TV with friends was hard. Hard. People hating. People saying that, yo, what are you doing? They didn't know that, oh, you're an influencer, now you switched up. Switched up. I'm the same.
That's what niggas said?
People said that.
They said it to me too, fam.
I switched up.
Mans just said it to me. I'm not gonna say, but you know.
And what's crazy is like, you grew.
Yeah,
I'm getting.
But growing and switching up are not the same.
They want to keep you at the same place a lot of times.
People, like a lot of people in your life, they're comfortable with where you're at now.
Yeah.
When you start leveling up, it's a reflection of what they're not doing.
Yeah.
Fam, it's hard though, because sometimes these are friends that you grew up with from you were you. Sometimes these are friends that you just have a close connection with. It's like, fuck, dog, I don't want to. But sometimes you have to grow, fam.
Yeah.
Sometimes I look back and it's like, yo, yeah, this is my brethren, fam. But yo, we've been doing the same shit for like 4 or 5 years, gang. You know what I'm saying? So.
You ever lost a friend?
My nigga.
Have you?
I lost like a couple years ago. I lost 2 of my best friends, fam. They overdosed. Okay. Yeah, fam.
That was tough. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to hear that, first of all. But secondly, I think the point I was trying to make with asking that question was like, you still made it out okay.
100%.
And I think the point is this, is like, sometimes you can't bring everybody with you. You just can't.
You're not an elevator. Yeah.
And that's facts. You can't bring everyone to the top. And it's like, it's not gonna have to be on no thing where you're like, yo, fam, I can't fuck with you no more. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't have to be on that. It just has to be sometimes.
When
it's
you're
just a
doing
gradually like.
Yeah, you're gonna grow.
You just don't link them as much.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You can't spend time talking to them. Like I have some brethren, like we're talking about the same thing every time. We're talking about the same girls, the same problem, the same. I don't want to talk about that no more.
Nothing thought-provoking. Like it's nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Like let's talk about like how we get our money up.
Exactly.
Like I met a guy one time. I can't remember where it was, and he was like, "Yo, I don't have friends. I have business partners." I was like, "Bars."
Bars.
And he's pretty much saying like, "Why would I be friends with you?" And not just diss or anything. It's like if we can't work together to achieve a common goal.
We can't make money together. Why not?
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like imagine you and your bedrooms. We're all sitting in a room. We're all trying to buy our own house. And it's like we're all grinding in separate lanes to try to do the same thing. But yo, if we just all put our money together at that moment, maybe we could buy a crib right away and then buy the crib, put somebody in it, flip that, get a next one. And it's like, if we did it together, we could do it. But it's like
quicker too.
We gotta start having that mentality as if someone's not aligned with you, maybe don't keep them in your life to the same degree.
It's hard to though. It's hard to like get everyone motivated just as much as you.
You don't have to.
I feel like I'm super motivated, and it's like I can't force or tell people. Like if I have to tell you to do something, it's not for you. That's how I look at it. If I gotta tell you to do this, do that, it's not for you. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have that same like inspiration. We don't have that same fire. Like you know what I'm saying? My fire is like blazing right now. Yours is like about to be put out. Type
word.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I look at it as just like I feel like everyone should strive to change. Like change is not bad. Change can be good.
Change is life.
Change is life. You have to change.
Nothing stays the same for real.
You're not like at 20 years old. Are you the same OJ?
Hell no.
Exactly. So change is good. If you're not changing, then there's no progression.
True,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? So that's why I look at it. And if you're not on the same, wavelength, I'm not like you said. I'm not gonna be like yo, like I'm not talking to you. We're not brethren. Like always be love. But at the end of the day, like if you want to link me and say yo, let's ball up or let's go here, like. I'll be like, yo, I'm working on something right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not always going to be like, yo, let's do this, let's do that. You know what I'm saying? I might be busy or I'm at work type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not an ambition. It's just, You know, we're growing, bro.
You know what, fam? 100%, fam. You know what it was for me? Like, especially when I was younger, like, I hated hearing people say, like, oh, you're switching up. Or you're acting different now. Oh, you don't rate me no more. I didn't like hearing those things, so I would overcompensate to like, you know what I mean?
The same way.
You know what I mean? Because for me, it's like it's love. I'm a humble guy, you know what I'm saying, and it's love, and I just want to be in good standings with everyone. But at the same time, I can't allow that to stop me from growing at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
Word,
and my therapist said that's people pleasing.
Yeah, I feel you.
And what you gotta realize is you're not gonna please everybody. You can't.
It's true.
You can't. There's always gonna be somebody that's like, yo, you're not doing enough.
Yeah.
And then when you realize you just gotta put you first and fill your own cup first. Like on the plane, you put your own life jacket on first. And then all this, that you just that's really you gotta protect yourself first.
You're a Capricorn?
Yeah.
No, it's I guess that.
He's under your family. Like, he's saying a lot of shit now. Like word.
Say word.
It's real shit though.
It comes down to boundaries. And I remember one of my brethren said this. Like, he's a mental health advocate, philosopher. The man said, boundaries are the distance at which I can love you and myself at the same time. And I was like,
jeez.
Facts. I was like,
facts.
Because we think boundaries is like, yo, move. Boundaries is like, no, I'm putting this here so like I'm good and you're good and you know what I want. That's really all you're trying to say.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't expect something more than what I could give you. Right? And sometimes with your friends, you got to change the expectations.
But sometimes friends be catching feelings too. Like, even when you set a boundary, it's like, bro, you're dissing.
Exactly.
Like, you're dissing. Like, you're not moving like the mandem. Like, and they get mad at you. And it's like, bro, I'm just trying to like change and progress and like, you know, better my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is bettering my life why is it making you upset?
Come on.
And like, especially when you're trying to like work with someone too, it's just like, bro, like I'm just trying to make it, bro. You should be on the same like path as me. Like, if anything, I shouldn't be having to put that boundary. We should both be just on the same side, putting up boundaries for the haters or something or whatever, the negativity. So just like,
facts.
I get everything you're saying, bro.
Word. And when I do it, I want to like. This is just how I feel, fam. When I hit that level of success, I don't want to just be there by myself. I want all my niggas to be
like how
with
you
it.
said, when I hit that level.
When I hit that level, fam, I want all my niggas. I want us all to be successful on our own different thing, fam. That's why even when OJ was doing his business thing, I'm not gonna hard up your shit. Fam, like, you know what I'm saying? I was happy.
What's new?
Fam, like, you know, I was even looking at it as motivate. I'm like, yo, OJ's on it, fam.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
yo,
tried to get my own thing with him too.
Fam, OJ put me on Earn Your. I'm watching Earn Your Leisure to try to find my own thing. You know what I'm saying? It was more
about that, shout out my niggas, bro.
Remember that one time we went to SDC, I sat you down, I was like, yo, you motivate me. You
inspire me. Real shit. But not everybody takes it that way. Some people take
that was a real conversation.
Put me on, some people take it in as like, yo, put me on, or like they're hating. Like for us, like certain people, they'll take that as, this is motivating me. Not everyone will take it that way,
true,
you know? So like the people who aren't taking it that way, you gotta realize that from early and kind of separate, because I'm gonna be great, fam. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be great too, but I don't want you to be hating on me when I hit my grade. Even if I'm not there now, you know what I'm saying? So
I feel no, it's okay. I feel like when people are hating, it's just like that should tell you like, yo, they're not for me.
They're not for me.
You're like, because why are you hating, bro?
Why?
You know like, I come from a good place, good intentions. It's like, why? It's like, broski, like, you know, say like, mans are just trying to make it and like do my own thing. Like,
come on,
I can't hold your hand. I'm not a babysitter.
Nah, fam, exactly.
So that's how it is. Though.
And fam, word, and it's also fam, like.
Yeah, that's right.
In terms of this, we're gonna be quick. In terms of, I also like find like and rate like certain friends that I have. Like, yo, you're supposed to be my brethren, dog. You're my dog. And the type of nigga I am, fam. If I see you doing anything, I'm supporting it, fam. I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna say, even if I didn't watch the full episode, I'm still gonna like and leave a comment.
No
type shit. My nigga, if you're supposed to be my brethren and you see me dropping shit on the story, promoting my new thing, then you feel me. You can't drop a 1 like and a 2 comments, Bridget. I see you, gang. Why?
You know you guys have to do it, and I see mans doing. I never used to rate it. DM them the thing.
Oh my god.
DM the like, share, comment, support.
Fam,
I send it to them. I've been doing that lately. Before I'm like, oh, this is whack.
It's
like,
my pride, fam.
It's your pride, but you gotta get rid of that.
You got to.
You gotta get rid of your ego.
Trying to elevate.
You're trying to elevate. You just do what it takes to push your thing.
You're right. Still share, like, comment.
Because somebody with something more. There's somebody with something garbage that's in your DM telling you to like, and it's garbage.
Facts.
But they're still doing it.
Real shit.
So it's like, yo,
gotta push the issue still.
You're gonna go? Yeah.
Come back down?
Yeah.
Bro, let's come back.
Gang, let's go.
I'm not being regular, dog.
You feel me, Bob, baby?
Put my nameplate right.
Yeah, we got you.
Take away the Tupac, dog.
But yo, listen, man. Listen. That was a sick episode, man. Yo, bro, respect for coming through, fam. Honestly, you dropped a lot of knowledge today, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, I learned a lot from sitting across from you. So respect for pulling up, bro.
Hey, I learned a lot too. I think life's about learning stuff from others. Everybody you meet can teach you something. Always remember that, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Don't be a celebrity when man them follow you, fam. I ain't gonna get.
If you have 0 followers, I'm not following.
Where you at, dog? Where you at? Let me post your location.
Yo, Bob, I see you doing the Feel Me podcast. Where is that located?
Yeah, fam. You know, thank you for coming on. Obviously, you know, we met through like Big Brother, and like from we first met, it was always like a genuine connection. You know, I showed you love when you came out, and you showed love right back. You know, you said I paved the way. I appreciate that. And like, yeah, we've been doing skits. You know, you can hail me anytime. We do content together.
On a skit, like.
Yo, man, want to skip.
Let's do it. Honestly, I'm about it.
Do it. So, you know, I'm always there for you, supporting you. You know, even when we go out and we go check girl, you know.
No, it's already.
We gonna talk about that next episode.
I don't talk about that.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, we appreciate you for coming on. You know, on the Feel Me podcast, and like, you know, hope to see you again, obviously. And yeah, man, good episode.
Yes, sir.
Great episode.
So everybody, like, comment, subscribe. Everything will be in
Share.
the bio.
Repost.
For this guy, follow this guy.
Yes,
like,
sir. We'll drop your link in the things.
Hit him up in the comments, big him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and yeah,
sir.
man, that's it, bro.
And for
You feel
anyone,
me?
for anyone wondering, we're in a private location, Little Havana. So we out, baby. We out.
Yo, my nigga. Dog, dog. You're fucking, you're made for this shit.
Dog, I can tell, bro. That's crazy. Yo, fam, I don't know what happens.
Yo, fam, I need you.
I literally seen the Hennessy hit each and every match.
Yo, you lean back? That's not lean back.
Hitting the mic. Like, bro. I was sipping slow, so I'm like, I'm
Take out the hat.
crazy.
I like that episode,
Niggas are
fam.
getting hot.
Yo, my nigga, people are gonna like this one, my nigga. Weird.
Fucking hot,
Yo,
bro.
fam, let me